Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemoth.
All right. I'm on my way.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
Sister Bon, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side. Gotcha!
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah blah blah!
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk! Help very welcome. More is always merrier. Roaring thunder! Summon copy!
I'm feeling it. We can definitely do this. Bernardo,
Victory! Shulk! Impressive!
everyone, let's go.
Darkness of sleep embraces you!
Backslash.
You might be some blood
Right, I'm feeling it.
Roaring thunder!
Almost there.
Let us keep up this flow.
We can definitely do this.
You might be some blood.
Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Ryan and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of here upon Ricky's household. No injuries, Kino?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go. This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What?
Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionis shoulder.
So...
Ah. So that is where the Junks comes in, then. I appreciate it. But... even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me. Kino, may be better to explain. Mama, we're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watch Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Mama, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dedapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way, can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dedapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. Is not fault of Sister Pon. These not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dedapon and Momapon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
Is truth. One day, out of blue, Dedapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brotherpon. That day, nobody made comment. Everyone except Kino. Kino, more happy they could say. That why. That way want to become Heropon and repay debt to family. Kino really sorry.
Kino, you do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, if Kino must. You really twist wing, but fine. We'll allow to be sidekicks of Kino. Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
Yeah.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The Cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Hero Volcano! It all started here! Mahey! Kino can borrow replica Ronaldo. Please. Oh, spicy enough to crack. It is really time. Yeah.
All right, I'm feeling it.
Lady, ready the table. Keep all eyes on Kino. Kino.
Great attack!
Kino ready to go all in. Hammer speed. Deal clang.
Backslash!
Here goes! Purity Bureau! It is starting to get toasty! Kino needs more rest for us. Hammer! Enough resting. Back into Frey Frey!
Shadow Eye!
I want to try harder. Okay. Kino, failure is not actual option on menu.
Piece of cake!
Nene need more! More! Lele teach lesson you'll never forget. Hey, you can match with Kino.
I'm ready! I'm really feeling it.
Kino feeling it too. Here goes. Lele hungry. Hammer feet.
Shadow Eye! I'm really feeling it.
Miles down. Taste of this. Lele make it look easy. Kino could have nutsed that one out.
Let's stay focused.
Weight limit sky high.
I'm ready!
They need to match with Kino. Lele getting tough.
I see you warming up, David.
Miles down.
This'll be the mark.
Taste of this. We're almost done. Go away and not come back. Kino deals close the bag.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Winning just comes natural to Kino. Here goes.
We can definitely do this.
Miles down.
This'll be the mark.
Here's the smash. Lele hungry.
Split edge. Slash.
Lele swish. Here goes.
Shadow Eye.
Sword drive.
Split edge.
Nothing to it. Kino could have knocked that one out.
Let's stay focused.
Lele teach lesson you'll never forget.
I'm ready!
We meet the match with Kino. Lele getting hot.
I see you warming up, Nene! Almost there! Renato!
Lele work a pretty good switch.
Cool! Let's keep this up!
Kino could have knocked that one out. Bring limits sky high. Witness true power of hero born in training.
I'm ready! Now what? Alright, I'm feeling it! Backslash!
What's to learn?
I'm really feeling it!
Nice move, Mr. Shelf. Nene not even need after battle snack.
Piece of cake!
Kino plus sidekicks are non-defeatable. One big hop towards true hero porn. Many bird people here.
Are there really only high-end tier living here?
Ho there, strangers.
hello.
I see. You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth. Even if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost! Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King?
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
Huh?
We're not stupid, you know. We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.
Now what?
Judging from the speech, I can't see us convincing him.
So this mean we're stuck here?
Quite a predicament, Empress Melia.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I humbly beg your pardon. Gelgar, at your Majesty's service. Formerly of the Personal Protection Division of the Alchemoth Guard Regiment.
Is that so? Then the pardon is mine to beg, Sir Gelgar. And please, dispense with the Majesty.
Perish the thought, your Majesty. The recent war has rid us of the wicked purebloods. A new age dawns, and we half-breeds are chosen for its caretakers. With you, Lady Melia, as our shining paragon, I cannot but address you as Majesty.
I have no patience for wheedling. Especially from knaves who spit on their ancestors.
I would never dream of doing such. I merely spoke plain truth, no more.
As you wish. But the Majesty address is burdensome to me.
If you absolutely insist. Until you deign to acquiesce, Lady Melia will have to suffice.
So kind, Sir Gelgar.
Make no mention of it, Lady Melia.
Sir Gelgar, We really need to get to Alchemoth, no matter what.
Ah, yes. I have heard your exchange with Maxis. Hindering the Empress's triumph. A narrow-minded fool, if ever there was one. To begin the authentication process, one must raise their hand to the transporter. The device is configured in such a way that only some of the High-Entier in this land and the Imperial family may pass. Hence, Lady Melia should not have the slightest issue activating it.
A similar mechanism to the tombs, then?
That's our ticket into Alchemoth.
Yes.
Tasty news! Friend Galgar is good friend! Kind thanks, Birdmister.
Not at all. I am but a humble servant in Lady Melia's employ. If it not displease my ladyship too grossly, may I offer you my companionship on your journey? I have a modicum of skill with the blade. Please rest assured.
I appreciate the offer, but must refuse. We do not lack for strength.
Indeed. A great shame. Should the need arise, I shall remain ready to serve.
Certainly. By the way, Sir Galgar, this outpost appears to consist of naught but soldiers. Where might all the other refugees reside?
They dwell beyond the Grandel ramparts, which lie below this point.
They live at a remove from you, then?
Yes, because of the Machina who live there.
What do you mean?
Might you have forgotten? When the war broke out, it was the Machina's treachery that lit the fuse. Were it not for them, we needn't have lost our brethren and our home.
You couldn't stand the Machina and thus moved away?
Precisely.
But the war is concluded, Sir Gelgar.
Some simply cannot let go so easily.
Melia, shall we go see for ourselves?
Ah, yes. Very well. Sir Gelgar, we will take our leave of you now.
Do please take care of yourselves. You'll find passage to the capital through the Cragmore Caverns.
Sir Gelgar, thanks for this.
See friend later. Please to be extra careful of self.
The same to you all.
Yes? I can feel the power!
Alchemoth.
You okay?
Miss Melly, what's wrong? Is tummy hurty?
No, nothing like that. I'm just remembering what we heard at Companion's Cape. I have been mistaken in my thinking. The war is over and peace has been restored. We are rebuilding, slowly but steadily. I'd thought that with peace came happiness. Indeed, that even here, people would embrace it with open arms. But the reality is different.
The wounds have not yet fully healed.
Quite. Those who lost their home. Those seeking the light. Those who bear grudges. Though joy for them is still scarce, I thought only of me.
But you didn't. Not at all. The High Entier of Colony 9. Actually, everyone who remained. You worked hard for them. You, Dunban, and Atharon led by example. Just so that others could smile.
Yes, yes, keep on happy hat. Kino lusted upon a momopom, but still full of bounce.
Kino.
Exactly. Before, Kino cried every day. Did not even want to go potty alone. Sis! Why you bring that up? They're completely irrelevant to discussion. Embarrass Kino not cheer up, Miss Melly. Agree to disagree. Anyway, cannot abandon hope. Dedapon's words.
Hope.
To become the hope of the High Entier is a fate that you choose for yourself. As long as you remember this, it is certain that you will be worthy of that name.
You are the hope of the High Entier. You will not transform into a Telethia. Even after the Bionis has reawakened, you can still succeed the Imperial line. You have the power to end our suffering.
Friends, thank you. I think I can finally see now what my role here is. Onwards to Alchemoth.